Bros Productions is proud to present Kansas City Jets High School Travel Hockey. Kansas City Jets Hockey is brought to you by the Bortnick Law Firm, Donovan Service, Golf Track, the Kansas City Ice Center, KC Ice, Minding the Gap, Myers Brothers, Packer Fastener, the Midwest High School Hockey League, and Beck Bros Productions. Now, Kansas City Jets Hockey.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome out to the River's Edge here in Davenport, Iowa, Quad City. Joel Becker and Gary Scabona here on Kansas City Jets Hockey. Jets set to take on the Blues from Quad City as we continue a 3-day weekend of Iowa hockey. Snowy Iowa. The snow continues to follow us as we drove from Des Moines out here to Davenport in the flurries the whole way. But you know what? It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, you jinxed this, Joe.
How would I jinx you?
You said yesterday, first weekend we're not going to be dealing with any snow.
I didn't say that. I said it hadn't happened yet.
Yeah, it was just little flurries, nothing big.
That was good.
It's kind of cold, too, but it's not bad. The rink's a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yep, we haven't really played on this side for...
years. I think, matter of fact, I think the last time we played on this side was Sammy's sophomore year. Because senior year we were over there. Yeah, it's been a while.
So, teams are at center ice just about set to go. Matty Bonacani is going to have to be standing behind the bench today as we did, in fact, end up with Zach Curry getting that game misconduct yesterday very, very late in the game. So Zach is watching from up here. I did ask him if he wanted to join us, but...
what do you say?
No.
Obviously not.
And we are underway here in the first period of play. We're going to see what the Jets do. They had a tough time, obviously, yesterday.
Getting down early by 3 and come back and tying it and then giving up that late goal in the third period to lose it was a little hard for them. They made a great comeback, but that's about as well as they got. There it is. Oh.
So we'll see how things go today. It is Brady Vickers in net for the Blues who are left here, and Mac Penny is going to get another opportunity as a shot on goal and a save for Vickers early on here in this one. So
I think he's only a freshman.
Is he really?
Yeah, I think so. Let me look. 44.
Yes.
Yeah, 2029. They got 2 freshmen and a sophomore goalie. I think the other freshman.
Lefchuk is the other
which
guy.
Or I think he's their starting varsity goalie.
Yes. And so we'll see how things go. I took down the shots, by the way, for those of you watching at home because they don't show them on the scoreboard here, and so I don't know what they are officially. So I'm not going to show them on our side as well. We're underway here, and a shot by Collier just missed everything.
Yeah, wide.
Off the end boards, but he had a pretty good look there from the slot.
Phillips redirect. Oh, wow. Allender on the redirect. 20 from 34. Who gave it to him, Collier? I'm not sure.
Well, the original shot had previously come from Collier, and so I don't think anybody necessarily touched it.
Let's see what they get. See what the replay show, if you got a replay.
I can.
20 from 34 for sure. Yeah.
So when we have a chance, we will show you the replay, and we'll see what we got. Actually, the amount of time they're taking here, we may actually be able to do that right now. Later. In the meantime, Jets have a 1-0 lead. Well, that is a much better way to get started off with a weekend here.
Right. That was a long redirect that went in, too.
Yeah. I was just going to say. So puck in the Blues end, comes out to center ice and back the other way, Dre with it.
No announcement, so.
And a shot right on, a save by Penny, who faces his first shot of the game so far. Nicholson plays it ahead on right wing. And Higgins trying to work in with it. A shot and a save.
Good shot by Higgins.
By Vickers. Rebound does come out to center ice. Jets will have to tag up here.
They don't got our game in progress yet.
So apparently they don't announce JV stuff.
It looks like.
At least if they are, they're very late. Well, we'll get another. We'll
well,
get another look.
Well,
at it.
they didn't even got it in the point streak yet.
I was gonna say we'll get another look at it when we get another stoppage of play. Baker has the puck.
I'll text Max and ask him.
In the meantime, Chucky, he'll go straight up the middle into the zone. Nicholson on left wing, he'll work in, centers one. That ended up going back in the net, and Vodich plays it back, and Baker a shot, and that hit the post. And out of play, so let's take another look real quick. So I think it's just going to be Phillips with the only real assist. Chucky, a shot right on, puck loose, and they score again. So Jets get another one. This one with 11:32 left to go. And they lead it 2-0. We'll see if we can't get another look at this one.
She just asked me. I said 20 from 34 on the first one. Chucky?
I didn't really see.
Okay.
I don't know, honestly, one way or another. That was after we had come back from replay.
Okay.
So.
Oh. Toyd had a great chance, but the goalie just got a pad on it.
So we'll get a whistle and a face-off. 11:01 left to go here, first period. Jets with a 2-0 lead early on in this game. Like I said, a much different start to this one compared to against Des Moines.
Yeah, they don't even got it started. I don't get why.
Yeah. Don't know. Puck back of the net, off the face-off, and the Blues will try and head out towards center ice. Carrying it into the zone, played it toward the middle. Jets take over and back the other way. Donovan, right wing pass. He was looking in there. And puck comes out toward the left point. Shot there by Purcell. Hit traffic, never got through. Goes into the corner. Now back of the net. They'll try and center it. I think that was Higgins. He'll get it back again, back of the net, try to play it in front. Comes back out to Purcell at the point from Allender. Now in the corner again. Blues take over and it comes back the other way. They'll work in on left wing. Long shot and a glove save by Penny, and he will hang on. 10:06 left to go here in the first period. Jets leading 2-0. Both teams will change players. And we will get a face-off. Some sort of a delay here. They're going to talk to the Jets bench. I'm assuming it's some sort of equipment issue, perhaps.
Yeah.
Maybe neck guards or something. I don't know. There we go. Yeah, definitely an equipment issue because you can see they're digging into the bag. Yeah, it was a net guard, it would appear. Face off to the right of Penny, and on the draw, Uvodic gets it into the corner. Now Baker back in the net. It'll come up the near side boards, and Collier can't clear it. Now he gets it back, and he'll get it out to center ice. On left wing, Elliot Collier. And on goal, a sharp angle shot and a save, and covering up there is Vickers, and he'll get a whistle. 9:48 to go here in the first period. Gary, can you take like one step to your right?
Yeah.
Because I just can't see the clock when you're standing
Okay,
there.
I'm just trying to. They gave him a goal or assist at 24. He's not on the JV rosters. That means that obviously they don't have point streak up. They don't have Sports Engine up, because they would show he's not on the roster.
Right.
Unless they added him up on their own because he's not on the JV roster.
Well, that's what I was going to say. That would be tough to do.
Yeah.
Although, again, when you turned in the roster that you turned in, was it in paper form?
Yeah, but I didn't make a copy of it.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying at least that way you'll have a record of it. So
right.
that
I mean, he's not even on our JV roster, so he
know.
can't even go there. So.
In the meantime, puck comes out to center ice, and going back for it is Phillips in the Jets' end. They'll play it up for Uvodic. Kind of dangerously in front of the net. Almost gave it away to Dre there. Comes through the middle and then into the near side. And the Jets will try and play it up the near side boards. Can't get it out. Under 9 minutes to go here in the first period. Uvodic will play it over on the far side. Up the boards, and McAfee carried on by Baker. He'll walk in. Baker in the middle, couldn't pull the trigger. Now he does. That was blocking the defense. Toit kept it, and he scores. Wilson Toit
43 from 16
with a snipe. And he will get himself, I don't know how he hadn't scored a whole lot of goals.
He had one yesterday.
I understand that, but what I was saying is that it hadn't been too many. So the Jets with a 3-0 lead in the first period. Puck in the Blues end again. They'll just play it back of the net. Jets keep it in. Filing couldn't get a stick on it. Now he does. Couldn't pull the trigger though, and the puck comes loose. Then I think Owen's going to get a slashing penalty here. He knocked the stick out of the kid's hand, which I've said this before. I don't like that as an automatic call.
Yeah.
Because, again, there's something to be said for, hang on to your stick. But at the same time, it's sort of become one, so that anytime one player knocks a stick out of another player's hand, he usually gets a slashing call. So the Jets will be shorthanded. The good news is we've built up a 3-0 lead, and they shoot it down the ice on the original face-off. Plus, this will be a good opportunity for us to work on our power play, or actually our penalty kill. So Bradley will send it over on the left wing, and the Blues send it into the zone. Back for it, Donovan. He made a ill-advised pass, ended up getting away with it, and the Jets will play it off the sideboards and out. Bradley back at his own line for the Quad City Blues. Up ahead for Yoder. Now in the middle. It'll work in to the zone. This is Karstens with it. He'll work back of the net. Blues trying to set up. They send it all the way across, and a shot and a save by Penny on the shot by Yoder.
Good shot. High, but Penny was able to get a stick on it.
Yeah, the shaft of the stick, it looked like.
Yeah.
Puck sent down the ice by the Jets. Minute left to go in the man advantage.
Obviously, this being a hockey rink for a long time, they don't have a hockey scoreboard. It was a soccer rink for a while.
Yes.
Long while. For a long time.
Well, they got the penalty up there. At least there's that.
Ooh, yeah.
One-timer.
Yeah, just missing the
fanned on it.
shots.
Yeah, no shots on goal. Place for it, that is to say, on the scoreboard.
Right.
They play it in front. That was off a stick and wide of the goal. It was kept in by Bradley. Up the near side boards, Jets take over. Shibik couldn't get it out, though. And now on the second effort, Johnson will play it out to center ice. Karstens will go back for it with 15 seconds left to go in Filing's slashing minor. And about 6:05 to go in the first period. They come in straight away. Still with the man advantage, but then Munsterman had it taken away from him, and the Jets clear the zone. The penalty over. Under 6 minutes to go. First period, Jets on top 1-0. Allender was just knocked down by Asta. Now here's Baker. He will backhand into the zone. It's carried on, and on goal, a shot, and they score.
That was Higgins from, was that Allen? No.
Well,
You have to look.
yeah, I was just going to say, the good news is we can find out. So we'll take a look here. So, Jets now lead at 4-0. So under 5.5 minutes to go. Allender with the puck, right wing pass. Jets will gain the zone, trying to work in McAfee. Had Shibing in front, still carries on into the near side. Comes back out Donovan from the left point, long shot, looking for that redirect.
You know, we haven't had a 4-goal game in a while, Joe. I went back and looked at it lately. We got a couple early in the year, 5-6 goals in a game, but it's been a while. We've been a little snake bitten on getting goals, so this is a nice little tester for the boys today.
Yep. We have a Boji-esque opponent, as it turned out.
Right.
At least this particular day. Baker keeps that in at the point. He'll walk in front with it, and he tried to play it in there toward the net. Saved by Vickers.
Baker trying to get his third point.
Jets still dangerous with it. Comes out to Donovan. Donovan a long shot right on Vickers the save, and he'll hang on. 4:44 left to go first period. Jets on top 4-0.
It says that Penny's typing, but don't look like he is.
Corin line comes out.
I got a feeling this is going to be one of those rinks where there's going to be an issue getting it right. This happened before in Quad Cities. Oh, good save. Good save.
I was just going to say the original shot came from McAfee, and Corin was right there, but could not get a stick on it, or at least couldn't get it past Vickers. And we get another face-off. So it's Corin between Nicholson and McAfee. McAfee off the draw with the puck, plays it out to the point, sends it across, and now Chucky, and on goal a shot and a save, rebound, still loose. And boy, they blew it dead. I think the net may have come off. Or not sure exactly why they blew the whistle. Either that or the referee lost sight of it. So another face-off. Comes out to McAfee. He'll play it across Austin. Top of the circle shot. That was wide. Rebound back of the net. Corin gets it. He'll just leave it in the corner. Now Nicholson trying to walk in front. That comes back out. Cross Chucky. Long shot. That was wide. Rebound Austin. At the point keeps it in. Now walking in front with it, Nicholson. Straight away a shot, save, rebound. And the Blues were able to clear that out of harm's way before the Jets could pounce on it. Down to 3:50 left to go in the period. Big hit. Couple of hits there, and comes side of the net. Penny will cover it up, and now we're going to get a penalty. Not sure who's getting it. It's a tripping call, it would appear.
It looks like it might be Dylan. No, it's going to be AK. Corn's going in for a trip.
Corn is going off for tripping. 3:40 left to go. And for the second time, the Jets will be killing a penalty.
Shocker, we're killing a penalty.
Actually, probably their best chances to score came on the power play for the Blues.
Right.
Off the draw, Bradley on the half boards. He'll play it ahead, and I think that was Linz or maybe Munsterman. Jets take it, shorthanded Shibig, trying to work in on his backhand, a shot and a save by Vickers. Shibig still with it though. He takes a hit.
Now they're going to get an interference here.
It'll be a penalty. And we're going to play 4-on-4, it would appear.
Yeah. It is warm up here, Joe.
Yeah. I'm not complaining. I didn't see what the penalty is. The fact that the
they're not
referees
calling anything.
Yeah, well, the fact that the referees are talking to each other, I think they may be talking about a possible 2 and 10.
Don't look that way.
There is nobody extra going into the box, so they apparently.
They didn't even get the other. I was going to say they didn't even get the penalty yet.
Yeah, I think it probably called a rough or something like that.
Yeah.
The call was on Jackson Price, and we're 4-on-4 for another 90 seconds, and then there'll be a brief Kansas City power play. In the meantime, Blues will work into the zone, and that goes out of play off a Jet stick, so the puck will stay in the zone. Minute 19 of 4-on-4 time. And then there'll be a little less than 30 seconds of Jets power play, which would be their first power play.
Right.
Of the game, or will be, I guess, if things stay the way they are.
Right.
Comes out to center ice, dumped back in by the Blues. They tag up as Chucky picks up the puck. He'll work it out to center ice, taken away from him. Now on the near side, it is taken by Munsterman. He'll play it back into his own zone. And Dre with the puck. He just handed it right to Luca Baker. Up ahead on left wing for Johnson. Pass across for Toit. He kind of had it pop off his stick. Now plays it back to himself off the boards. Now back out to the point. Baker sends it. Back of the net for Johnson. Owen Johnson. Now to Toit again, still back of the cage. Johnson in the corner. Comes back out to the point.
How do you like there's no boards down there, Joe? Or it's clear.
Yeah, it's
clear boards, I guess.
There is boards there.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, the puck doesn't just come out.
Right, it's just kind of weird that it's, it's clear board.
Yes, like plexiglass.
Like, something like that, yeah.
I think they should play all the time. Like,
yeah, right.
All the boards should be
See
like
the fans' feet.
Why not? Here is filing back of the net. He had taken away. Jets have a power play briefly right now. Puck goes back into the Jets' end, and Nicholson. He'll wind up the speed, comes straight up, now to the left side, walks in all alone, a shot and a save, Vickers.
Yeah, tough angle.
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of by himself, which is interesting because the Jets did have a power play at the time.
He didn't even set it up, man.
And Donovan a shot, the puck loose for a second, but then covered up by the goaltender.
Finally just decked a kid who was just pushed him over, who was in his crease area. I'm surprised he didn't get a call, to be honest with you. He gave the kid a nice little shove.
Both teams are back to 5 aside. We're down to 1:13 to go in the first period. Vodishline comes out, and we're going to get a goaltender change, it appears.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is just by design because it is halfway. Well, I mean,
No, it looks
I
like
can't imagine.
he might be a little injured.
Yeah, Malefchik is in for Quad City.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting looked at.
Yeah.
This is their oldest goalie. He's a sophomore.
Okay.
2028 goalie.
Having to come in cold, though.
Yeah.
Phillips,
Phillips,
it
yeah, that
came
was
out
out.
to center ice, and they.
See, that's exactly what happened yesterday, and he got control of the puck and went in and out. They blew the whistle. They didn't do that with McAfee, but for some reason, he
just pulled it out.
Yeah, he pulled it out, and then they thought it was offside. So anyways, that was
which we talked about.
That was
you and
yesterday.
I.
Yeah,
we talked about the fact that if it hadn't been offsides, then they would have blown the whistle.
Right.
So the fact that they didn't, I don't know why he just decided to unilaterally call himself off.
Oh, that Crab's going to get that credit for that goal, I think.
Yeah.
23 from, I'm going to think it's from 5, but we'll see what you got.
Okay. Well, we'll take a look here on the Yep.
Yeah.
And
Shibik didn't.
Shibik should have an assist.
So nobody gave it to Shibik.
I couldn't see. It was unfortunately off camera.
Okay.
Our crack camera crew had it a little off, out of frame.
Yeah.
So I couldn't see who it came from. In the meantime, shot by Baker went off of something and wide. Didn't get, he kind of fanned on it.
Yeah.
Never really did get through. We're down to 20 seconds left to go. Jets with it, sharp angle shot. Baker kept it in. 10 seconds left to go in the period. Puck back of the net. Blues try and play it ahead. Uvodich over there trying to work it free. Then it comes into the corner. 1 second left, and that's going to do it. The buzzer sounds, and the first period comes to an end. And the Jets with 5 goals in that first period, and they lead it 5-0 after 1 period of play. So a good first period for Kansas City. We'll see if they can get a goal here in the second and get the clock running. Get us to dinner a little bit early, perhaps. In the meantime, as we talked about before, it's Matt Bonacani giving the boys the pep talk in lieu of normal head coach Zach Curry, who is up here watching with Coach Emmons advising. So it would appear that Vickers is whatever it was that was bothering him is been fixed, because he is coming back out. The goaltender Malefchik went out there to start, but then Vickers came out and replaced him. So he is back in the game. So that's good to see. It would appear the Allender line will start things off between Higgins and Collier for the Jets. Austin and Chucky. McPinney still in net for the Jets on our left as they change sides. And we are underway here in the second period of play. Puck up the far boards, and the Blues get it into the zone. It was poked away, but they carry it on. Can't pull the trigger as it was poked away at the last second, and Collier back the other way. He'll work into the zone, has a man in front. Higgins got it to him, backhand shot, and I'm not sure what that hit, if it hit the goaltender or something on the way through. Ends up going wide. Then Collier's shot goes wide as well on the short side. Higgins has it again. Higgins will put it into the corner. They center it. Allender, a shot.
Oh.
And that went just wide.
Did you see they put 44 back in, Joe?
Yes, I did. Mentioned that. So
now whether they seen it.
that I couldn't tell you.
Oh.
Turn, shot, score, and
That's
we're going to have
Higgins.
a running
Is
clock.
that 8 by himself?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, look, yeah. Because it
But-
kind of came loose.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Is that our yeah.
So,
Higgins, 8.
see what we got. So,
Yeah, running clock early in the second period, but the Jets have just taken their 3rd penalty.
yep.
So, and I can't see who's in there.
Let's see. It
I
is.
see a
I see a 1.
I see a 1. So it could be 6. Who is it? Allender? Oh, Colin? Okay.
So, anyway. Trying to figure out. Let's see. So, must have happened at 14:01.
It happened when we were looking at the replay.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to get the right time on it so that I can.
Oh,
put
we got
it
a
on.
little breakaway.
And shorthanded,
No.
they score.
44. Was
Owen
that on,
Johnson.
Was that unassisted?
Yeah, all by himself.
Well, I mean, no. Did
Yeah.
he poke it to him?
I didn't see. I mean, I can try and look here. We can try and take a look.
Or almost had Jasper.
So the score now is 7-0.
Oh, that's a little 19-6. And good save. Good
Yeah.
save.
Penalty is over.
Yep.
Let's see.
5 on 5.
Trying to catch the clock up to where the actual clock is. So a running clock in the second period. It's been a while since we had that. Like I said, it's kind of Bogey-esque for us.
Right now, yeah.
I guess Cedar Rapids was kind of like that too, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
That might have been the last time we had a game that
It was.
like this.
Cedar Rapids and Bogey were the last 2 running clock ones we had. Oh, great pass. Oh, almost went in anyways. Yep,
And then they do.
23. Would that be from 21 or nothing?
It's hard to say because, again,
Yeah.
Because he shot at 21, but it kind of was bouncing around.
Yeah, the question was whether or not, and we'll take. So that's what it would appear to be based on the what do you call it?
Replay.
Replay. Eight to nothing our score. Clock running with 9:11 left to go.
Rams might have hurt themselves today.
Really?
Well, they were up 17-7 with about 3 minutes ago in the half. They had 4th and 6 from their 20. 4th and 4, they go, from their 20. They went for it, didn't get it. Carolina went down and scored a touchdown to make it 17-14 and a half. Now Carolina just scored a field goal to make it 17-17.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
the barn burner.
Yeah. But
Okay.
I got part of my bet in.
Okay.
Just today, the only part of it. I got.
How'd that Indiana game work out for you?
You're going to be that way, huh? I got all 6 wild card games. Each team gets 1 touchdown and 1 field goal, and I got it.
A parlay?
Yeah, I got these 2 in already.
So everybody has to have at least 10 points.
Yeah.
Touchdown and field goal.
Right.
Okay.
So if these 2 are in, I got to wait till tomorrow now. But I do got Williams anytime touchdown for the Rams, so that's not good right now. That's a different part. That's a different one.
Okay.
And I got the game over. And it's 34 right now.
Swing and a miss.
That's another different one.
Foul tip there by Luka Baker.
Oh, Higgins trying to go for a
Yep. Missed
hat
it.
trick, I think.
Would it be his third?
No, I don't. Well, I don't know.
don't
Maybe
think
not.
so.
I don't know.
There's a delayed
No.
penalty coming up. They're going to stop the
I don't
clock
think so.
for it. No, they're not.
Let's see. 20's got a goal. 25's got a goal. 43's got to go. 8's got to go. 23's got to go. 8's got to go. 44's got to go. 23's got to go. So
A tripping penalty on Beckwith, which is not going to be make my counterpart happy.
why is that?
Because that's the guy's name that, the guy who's doing the game for the other team.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
His,
That must be his son.
well, I was just going to say, he's wearing a jersey that says Beckwith on it. I'm going to
Okay.
guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that's his kid. Huh? Yeah,
I'm gonna
all right,
think
fair
so.
enough.
Yeah. So the Jets have a power play.
First
Technically,
one of the day.
they're technically 0
Oh,
for
that's
1.
right. They had that 30-second
Yeah,
one, right?
less than that. It was like 23 seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
But they are 0 for 1. If Emmer were behind the bench, which he could have been if he wanted to, as as the backup or whatever,
Right.
you think he'd be calling for no scrape here?
Varsity game, yes.
No, I'm saying on this.
No.
It-
No.
I
If
would
it-
agree.
If it was a varsity game, yeah.
No, I think if it was Sunday, he would be asking.
Oh, if it
for
was Sunday, too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nicholson, nice shot.
21 from anybody? Had to be from
Nah,
somebody.
he basically just, like I said, I think he pulled it off of the corner. I'm not sure if we'll be able to tell, but we'll try and take a look. So here it is.
Some people are different, Joe. Nope. Game still hasn't started yet.
Must have stopped the clock when they.
Let's see. This will give you one of these where I think the director is going to say call off the dogs in the third.
I was just going to say, normally they do that once we get to 10, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of been our. Oh, there's going to be a penalty here.
On Cash? Nope.
I don't know, but.
On 93. That is Spikes. Yeah.
Sipes.
Sipes. Sipes.
I am glad to see that somebody else actually finally, read the rule book with regard to running clock.
Yeah.
Because
25 is going in with somebody else. Nope, just by himself.
he knocked
He
somebody
didn't
else's.
like him this time, yeah.
Did he knock somebody else's stick out of his?
Yeah. No, I don't know what happened there. He didn't like it, though. So I thought, they're going to stop to put it up. And then they started.
Yeah, but then they start it back up
Yep.
again, which is what they're supposed to
Definitely. They don't got the game sheets going, but they got it right.
do. But at least they do the clock right.
Yeah. Okay.
So technically it's 4-on-4.
What about it?
Well, they don't.
They don't have one.
I was going to say there's nothing.
You're going to make one up?
Yeah.
Let's just say we got a lot, and they got a little. I think. I could be wrong.
So an icing call. Clock will continue to run. Nothing.
Mike wants replay practice so you can get it down.
We've had replay
I don't
every
know.
one of these. What is he complaining
I
about?
don't know. You have to ask him.
In fact,
Honestly,
we scored 9 goals. I'm out of clip buttons on this thing. There's only 8 of them.
oh, there you go. All right, well, no more replay then. Huh?
No, I can still do the replays. It just there are only 8 spots to put to save them.
Right, yeah.
To little buttons that this thing has that it can.
Yeah, we're going to be a man down for 30 seconds now. Whoops.
Oh, they scored.
Yeah.
Too bad for Penny.
Yeah. It's all right. That was just as the power. Nope, they got a power play going.
Yeah, I guess that does stand to reason, doesn't it? That it would be a power play goal
Right.
that we would give up.
Oh, he's letting them out. So, yeah. Why is it coming out?
Because it was a power play goal.
Okay. So we were a man down.
Yeah,
So why doesn't he come out of the box?
he should have.
That's what I'm saying. Unless they called it as a 4-on-4 right before the power, right at the end, which it wasn't. No, he's out. He's waiting for the puck to be dropped.
Yeah.
I don't know why,
I don't know.
but whatever.
Because we had 5 guys out there.
Yeah. Probably why.
But like I said, oh, Higgins went down. 20 seconds left to go. Oh, Allender backhand shot. And I'm not sure if the goaltender saved it or not. Blues coming back the other way. Oh, pass across. He had Price coming to the net, but the pass was too far in front of him. And then there's a save by Penny, and he'll hang on, and that's going to do it for the period.
Yeah.
So the buzzer should sound here. And the teams will go to the locker room with the Jets on top 9-1 after 2 periods of play. So I'll tell you what, this Jets team definitely could have used this kind of a game.
Yeah.
A little confidence booster for them after the weekend up in South Dakota and then yesterday against the Oak Leafs. they can feel a little bit better. Now Owen Filing getting a explanation from the official, presumably.
Yeah.
As they head to the intermission. We'll go to our intermission as well. 9-1 our score. 15 minutes of hockey left to go here from Quad City. The River's Edge in Davenport, Iowa. We'll be back with the third period after this on Kansas City Jets Hockey. back out to the River's Edge here in Davenport, Iowa. Joel Becker and Gary Scavona, Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets taking on the Quad City Blues. Getting ready to start the third period. Jets on top 9-1. Did we get the official edict?
Yeah, I got what their scorekeeper. She said she knows it's messed up. We got it all now.
No, I meant the edict as far as calling off the dogs.
Oh, I didn't talk to Emmer about that.
Okay.
I would say it could be yes, it could be no.
Well, usually it's a pretty well unspoken.
Well, the only thing is that we've been struggling so much that
Yeah.
we may want to give the kids some confidence, but
It's
it's not going to be, with a running clock, there might be a couple. I don't
Yeah.
think there's going to be anything really drastic.
It's unspoken except if we're playing Waterloo.
That's true.
Underway here in the third period. We'll see what happens as far as varsity is concerned. Oh, one-timer there, and that was wide. Off the stick of Hayden Place. But like I said before, it's welcome for this JV team. Little confidence booster after, again, they played well in Brookings, ended up with a fourth-place finish, but, had some wins and whatnot. But, after last night, that was a tough situation last night.
That was a heartbreaker last night.
Yeah.
To
expend all that energy coming back against
right.
a very good team like the Oak Leafs.
Right.
And then have it all blow up in the last, 2 minutes.
A defensive breakdown and a soft shot that unfortunately got between Glover's legs. Obviously he was not happy that happened. He's a good kid and he's a good goalie, but sometimes those things happen.
Yep.
Got to bounce back like Penny's doing right now, and he'll bounce back tomorrow. So,
and I still don't
get us ready for Sioux City on next weekend, hopefully.
I still don't. I've never been okay with, officials, referees just like, unilaterally deciding, making up rules.
I just can't believe I thought about calling Andy Way today and talk to him about it, and then I said, I'm not going to.
I
don't get how
that.
they just decided to end the game.
Yeah, you can't do that.
It wasn't, well, I can understand there was a fight.
Yeah.
A big fight.
But there was anything,
nothing.
Yeah, there wasn't anything especially big that was going on.
They told Ratto
Yeah.
that they turned to the Jets 4 guys that were on the ice, and you're only supposed to have 3. They didn't say anything to Ratto. They went to the players and said, one of you guys got to get off. And they went, no, we're not. And he goes, okay, run the clock. That's why he told him, because one of our guys wouldn't get off the ice.
Uh-huh.
What you doing?
Well, again, I don't even know if at the time it was clear that we only were entitled to 3 people.
Right, exactly.
In other words, I don't think the clock had 2 penalties up.
No, right.
I mean, it was somewhat confusing as to what they had called at the end of the game in the first place.
Right. Yeah.
And then again, and so if they are trying to make the claim that they, again, I don't understand under what, because they did say, they kept telling the guy to run the clock or whatever. Which
And it was a linesman. It wasn't even the
the linesman.
the ref.
And the linesman did that. And it was the same linesman that was the ref in the JV game, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, it was the
he
other
was a
guy?
linesman both times. A red-haired guy.
So because they both, I think they both kind of looked alike. They both had beards.
Yeah.
But at any rate,
He was also yelling at our JV team.
yeah. So yeah, because that was the other thing, is that they were standing in the doorway.
Right.
And he had a problem with that. And that was when he told them to run the clock in the first place.
Right.
Was when he told the JV guys to get out of the doorway, and they didn't really want to go, and so he then, okay, well, just run the clock.
I think there was going to be a big fight. We were going to come through the bench.
Right. I don't really understand what their problem was with most of the stuff that was going on at that time. And
I was going to ask the head ref, but I didn't, because I was really more worried about getting the game misconduct taken away from Whitrock.
Uh-huh.
And the guy from Oak Leafs.
Right.
You get both game misconduct when they shouldn't have.
Well, did they actually give that to them, or
No, because we went down and changed it.
Okay, what I mean is that the referee didn't give it to him. It was the
the girl.
scorekeeper.
Yes,
the
right,
scorekeeper.
yes, right. She made the mistake.
Yeah.
She admitted it. There was no problem. It
Right.
all worked out good. But that was my major concern. Not
Yeah.
why did they stop the clock. Why
Right.
did they run the clock with a minute to go?
But again, if the justification by the referee was that we had the wrong number of players on the ice or whatever, that's under the rule refusal to start play. And
Right.
again, technically, if that was why he said the game is over, then they also did that wrong.
Right.
Because if they had done that correctly, if they said that you're refusing to start play because you have the wrong number of players on the ice and you're not putting the right number of players on the ice, then the proper
But Rat said he didn't really know it was a 4-on-3 until after they told him.
That's what I was going to say. Well, the proper sequence to do in that situation is, first of all, you give the bench a warning. You go over to through the captain, you talk to the coach, and you say, we need you to get the right number of players on the ice. You're supposed to have 3, and you have 4, or whatever it is.
23, was that unassisted? I think it was. Double check it though.
Okay, I can do that. So anyway, so getting back to the sequence of events. So you go to the bench and you through the captain, talk to the coach, and you say, this is what you're supposed to have, or whatever. Or we need you to get the right number of players on the ice. You give him 15 seconds. If he doesn't have the right number of players, the next step is to, and by the way, the clock doesn't run for 15 seconds. You give him 15 seconds.
Right.
To start play correctly, and if they don't, then you give them a delay of game penalty. So then you give them another 2 minutes for delay of game. In this case, it wouldn't affect the on ice because they had already called 2 penalties. And then if they refuse to start play, then the proper thing to do, according to USA Hockey rules, is to suspend play. You don't actually end game. You actually suspend the game at that point.
Right.
And you actually have to give a match penalty to the coach of the team that is offending in that scenario. It used to be a gross misconduct, but now it's a match penalty. And there's a reason why. It used to, originally it was you forfeit the game to the other team, and you give a gross misconduct to the coach.
Right.
But it is now that they changed that, and so now it's you suspend play, and you give a match penalty to the coach. And the reason why they do that is because if you suspend play, if you forfeit the game, then there's nothing you can do about it if it turns out that the officials did it wrong or something like that. But the fact that they put it as a suspended play now allows the supplementary disciplinary body, in this case it would be the Midwest League, to make whatever call they believe is the correct call, and the game would not have been technically over, so that they could then, in other words, if the referees did something wrong, you can fix it. If the game's over, if you do a forfeit, then there's no way to overturn that. So that's if that was the case, that's what they should have done, which that's not what happened. There's only one set of circumstances that I am aware of. Did he keep that out or did that go in? I couldn't tell. It looks like Collier scored on that one. I just couldn't tell if it had actually gone in the net or not, but we'll take a look. I mean, we won't be able to tell if it went in the net from But anyway, so like I said, the only time in which they can just sort of run the clock, the way they tried to do it there, would be in a sort of a situation in which you had fans or somebody that were causing a disruption, and you allowed the team to deal with their fans, but they either didn't or couldn't get them to stop.
Right.
So, if this would be in a situation where you had a contested game, a really highly, contested game where the fans were being rowdy or otherwise causing a disruption or something like that, and then you would go to the coach and say, you're going to need to deal with your fans, because we can't play in this sort of a situation, and they either don't do it or they can't do it. Then you can conceivably, that's going to be Crabb again.
Yeah, that one was unassisted.
Yes. And that takes us up to 12. But anyway, that's a situation in which you can just run the clock while play is not going on. But none of that applies to what happened yesterday. And so I don't see how you can. That's when I say that, what I'm concerned about is not what happened yesterday, because it wasn't going to affect the outcome of the game, and so on and so forth. Although again, technically, if they did what they said they did, the game's not technically over yet.
Right.
Because it would be a suspended game, and also Ratto would have a match penalty, and they'd have to have a hearing for him and all that sort of stuff. But none of that stuff happened. And like I said, I'm not concerned, and I'm not concerned about the outcome of that game. What I'm concerned about is rogue officials and the idea that they might do that again. And so the reason why
you never know.
Yeah, the reason why I would talk to the league about that is, again, to make it clear to the league.
The league already hates me.
Well, I know. I'm not telling you that you should do it or anything like that.
I'm teasing, but the league is listening.
Right. What I'm saying is that, if I were in that sort of a position, the only reason why I would say anything would be, again, and we've talked about this before, that we also had a situation during, where they were sending people off the ice that shouldn't have been sent off the ice.
Right.
Because again, in circumstances, it is actually possible that people they send off the ice could actually, potentially still play.
Right.
In fact, they may even be required to play.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's the key. I don't know where they think they should take them off the ice.
Right. So, like I said, the reason why.
I mean, in that situation, they're never going to play again. Because our overtime is only 5 minutes.
Yes.
And they're in there for 10.
Right, but.
You know what I mean? And if it goes a shootout, they're not technically in the game yet, so they wouldn't be able to shoot.
No, they actually can.
Oh, that's right. They could, yeah.
By Midwest League rules.
Everybody in the roster.
Then, yes. If everybody has already shot.
Right.
Then those players that had previously gotten misconducts or whatever.
Those players that are still in the game.
They're actually required to shoot before anybody else can.
Right, exactly.
And so there would be a scenario, oddly enough, in which the game couldn't end legally because the players that would be required to play would not actually be on the ice anymore.
Right, yeah.
And so, like I said, the only thing I would do is I would, have a chat. Again, I think that the league should talk to the Officials Association in Des Moines so that they understand what their requirements are and what they can and can't do.
Right.
So this one's about to end, by the way.
Yep. Well, Joe, we'll see you in about 15 minutes.
Yeah. All right, so the buzzer's about to sound, and the Kansas City Jets, a pretty convincing 12-1 win over Quad City. Like I said before, that's a good little confidence booster for Kansas City. They get the 12-1 win, They'll resurface the ice, and then we've got a varsity game to get to. We'll see how things go on the varsity side of things. This one ends 12-1. Kansas City with the win over Quad City on JV. They will play again tomorrow morning. At 9:30 is the scheduled start time for the JV game. Our varsity game will start in probably about a half an hour, so it'll be just a little bit early from its scheduled time. And we'll have that all for you coming up in just a little bit right here in Kansas City Jets Hockey.